right now I wanted to talk about protection. Spiritual protection, and how rejection is protection, right? Sometimes we don't get what we want. We don't always get what we want on so many levels because, is that a bobcat? We're literally like just too good for it. It's not for it. That is a bobcat. Cool. Yeah. Sorry, got distracted. It's not. We're either not ready for it, or we're thinking too small. You know, like, because the collective is meant to do big things. If you have the grace of the divine, of the Most High, on your life, you are protected. So know that anything you get rejected from, you get terminated from, this is so beautiful. Any friend groups or whatever, you're just gonna look back and be like, I actually wanted to belong with you people. Like, it's gonna be next to disgusting, actually. When you think about the shit that people had to do, the things that people had to do just to fit in with people, the people who rejected you. And you will be oh so happy that, you know, you will thank God that you aren't them. And that's just it. Yeah, you'll thank God that, you know, it's not me. Like, I truly think about where I could be as far as the people that quote unquote rejected me, but it's like kind of like, who rejected who? Because you accepted you. You accepted you. You did what was best for you. You stayed authentic and true to yourself, stayed in your high vibration, in your greatest and highest good, and on your, you know, divine path to your greatest and highest purpose. You know, so it's like, and refusals will be like them. Who rejected who? When you chose to, you know, you chose you. You chose to be you. Right? So yeah, it's some things that I'm so grateful that certain people didn't accept me, or they ridiculed me and, you know, tried to demonize me for it, because that helped me realize how much more, the more they did it, the more great they made me realize I am. Like, I didn't know who I was. I think that was part of my mission, was to remember who I am. And that's even with the colonization, slavery, things like that, you know, epigenetics, who I truly am. Because you can be in the same family but not have the same bloodline if you get adrift. If you understand, you can really not be. You can be brother and sister, mother, father, daughter, father, daughter, whatever, father, son, and still not be a part of the same bloodline. Because we do get DNA upgrades when we, you know, depending on where the trajectory of our energy goes to working on ourselves and providing, stabilizing ourselves, balancing ourselves and our energies. Yeah, like a lot of us, we got bullied, or, you know, people really tested us, really tested us, and, you know, sometimes we did have to fight, you know, on one level or another, on one chakra or another, and to hold our ground. But sometimes and once we get to certain levels where they really can't understand us, our rejection is their protection. Because if we allow them in our energy and they try the same bullshit, they will be severely messed up, like horribly so. Sometimes the Most High is still protecting these people, even though they want to sit up and try to distort and play in our energy, by giving us the gift of discernment, intuition, and discernment. And I thank the Most High for that, because it also protects us from jail and other life paths that are not suited for our greatest good. They do not ascend us on our y-axis. They just send us further. They descend us on our x-axis. And yeah, like the people who want to play me mean girls or gossip boy or whatever sit around and literally do nothing but try to make other people feel miserable about who they truly are, about their own authenticity. Why would you want to be a part of that? Because you're not, and they go and they master one thing in life, one thing, and they try their only scope. They're still stuck in a box. They don't learn about anything else because they like, oh, my money's gonna, get someone else to do it for me. And then they, once the tables turn, the wheel is always, think about those tables, they're always turning. So once the money's gone, you have no skills to know how to fix the stuff yourself. You don't know how to fix the shit because you didn't put the work in. You didn't get any repetition in. You didn't go to any classes, no jobs. You stayed in that one field and you bullied people in that one field or two. If you're feeling like hot stuff today, and and you mastered how to bully other people in it to the point that some of those skills, even in the field that you were supposed to have mastered, aren't even sharp anymore. So then all you have is money that you make from what you do on a daily basis on repetition, and your chakras are blown, and you have no skills to circumvent all the issues that are coming into you as a result of karma, your own karma from the energy you put out towards someone else who had nothing but good intentions for the world, themselves, the world, and only wanted to help build and grow, directly or indirectly. Didn't matter as long as it was on a pot, moving up on the y-axis or sitting on the y-axis. That's all the collective wanted. So now you've sat there in your young age, the age where you had youth energy, your looks were still popping, this, that, and the third. The collective, most of us are beautiful inside and out. That's another thing that they cannot seem to get over is that, how are you spiritual and this and this and that and still look like this? How are we putting you through all this nonsense, these trials and tribulations, because they try to play God in your life, right? And you still look like this. You don't look like anything that you've been through, right? It's another thing. And then they end up looking like that, and you look at them and like they end up looking like addicts, and you're kind of like, man, I really wanted to be a part of that person's group. I wanted to be associated with that person after all this BS they did. And it's you realize you dodged several bullets. You were in the Matrix dodging bullets. Like, you just missed me with that BS, missed me with this, missed me with that, It's just like, oh, you missed it. You're just a bad shot. Miss. Oh, you thought I wanted to be a part of that. I'm not trying to die today. I don't choose death, So it's, all these bullets and stuff they shot at you, whether they were rejecting you or just trying to go out of their way to hurt your feelings, that was wasted energy for them. And now they're out of bullets. They have no more ammo. They have nothing else they could possibly use, and anything else, anything they use at this point is pure desperation. And it's a sad space to be. And this is where the karmics are right now. They're desperate. Like, who sits around and tries to dig on a person's past? A desperate person. Just to try to loudly expose, quote unquote, publicly expose someone. I guess it can be loud in spirit in 3D, but whichever. Loud, I'll say loudly. Because it's more than just physical. It's more than just a physical realm. So, after you do all this running around, all this inclusion and exclusion of you and inclusion of everybody else, so they siphon their energy and try to be a conductor, or try to use other people as a conductor for the energy they want to send towards you. They burn themselves out. They short circuit themselves. They fry their whole system. All their chakras fried. Can't manifest anything, and they don't even know. They're lost. They're blindfolded. Hands tied behind their back, gagged, and like damn near cut off at the ankles, and knees at that. The back of the knees have been sliced. So it's kind of how they had us, except we kept our eyes on the Most High. We maintained our integrity, our protection. Some of us, pretty sure like some of us just fell short here and there, and it's just like we had our moments, but we always went back to the Most High, and that was our saving grace. That's what saved us. The fact that our connection with the Most High, and the fact that we kept going back to the Most High, validated to the Most High that we were ready for whatever task they had to throw at us, strengthen our protection, our power, our peace, our energy. Is pretty much endless and boundless, and now we can manifest in peace. They might still be watching and screaming in the background and stuff like that, but it really doesn't matter, because people, their masks have been ripped off on top of that. So really, they're just on display, sitting there like a rotisserie chicken, just cooking, while people take a look into their lives now and all the shit that they've been up to behind the scenes. And now they have karmics on them. Our karmics have karmics that are on their ass, because their lives fell apart because they were in their energy. And that's why they do us wrong and fight so hard to stay in our energy, because them staying in our energy, holding on to us for dear life, is their protection. And that's why we are responsible for ripping the mask of these demons. They don't come to us if they don't need protection from themselves, from their own energy that they've been sitting out for who knows how long, to random, maybe lower frequency people, if it, especially if it worked or they got to recruit them. They're definitely lower frequency, and some high frequency people. It's when they get to high frequency people who have that connection with God and are secure in their connection with the Most High, that they really go on the berserk mode. They go, they try to make us like sentinels, like we're supposed to just take all this abuse. I mean, we still heal from it. That's the beautiful part. We still heal, so we are sentinels, but it doesn't mean we deserve the abuse. We deserve but how do you know if these attacks don't work if they don't attack you? So it's kind of it's a double-edged sword, and they're swinging double-edged swords, because it's like, while they're attacking you, they're attacking their own energy. They're attacking themselves. They're causing blockages to you, but don't realize they're causing them for themselves. It's just like they're trying to act like they don't care about you. They don't give a fuck. They like fuck your feelings, your finances, your future, everything you stand for, everything you're about. F that, F this, like just your entire being, your existence. You shouldn't exist, and that is, literally how they're putting blockages for themselves from crown to roots. Oh, there we go. It's okay. Last video I was doing, I was having trouble figuring out which one came first, the second chakra or root chakra. Okay, so yeah, they try to, while they're sitting here trying to love bomb you, while also body shaming you, trying to slut shame you and things like that, or what have you, something you might have done in the past, or something you might be insecure about, or not. Then it's just like you go to the Most High and find your security, and if you did something wrong, or your body, if you go and do the work on it, this, that, and the third. Like I've had all these attacks, thrown at me, and it's just like, it's kind of like, this is so puny and pathetic. And at first I was addressing it over and over again. They had me stuck in a cycle. They wanted me stuck in a cycle. I realized that. I responded less and less, gave less and less of my energy. The less energy you give to this, the more you have to fill your own cup and let it finish with their bullshit. You really don't even have to say anything. Like, we don't have to issue these warnings to these karmics. They know what they're doing. They know they're wrong. They know they should not be doing what they're doing. So that's one of the main things. They know better. They have the discernment. They get the messages. They just choose to ignore them. So my empathy is the reason I have no sympathy, because it's like, if I was in that person's shoes, why would I do this? Because it's like, if I was in their shoes, I might, and even if you wouldn't feel any way about it, you think about how they might feel, and that should be enough to stop you from being a shitty person to a good person. You understand? So it's it's almost mind-boggling how people get in so deep into this demonic energy and have, to the point they don't even have a way to look back. They don't even have a tether to reality anymore. They don't have a tether to the, damn sure don't have a tether to divine. That cord got snipped, and they didn't even realize that they were so far gone. They were just still running around being karmic. Karmic's going karmic, right? And, you know, sitting there focused on, and that's what it is they were focused on the creation and not the creator. And that's where they got effed up. And that's why they got their core snipped with no one, without even realizing it. And that's just damn sad. It's pathetic that you would be that focused on a creation that you lose your connection with the Most High. Anything you had to connect you to the Most High, anything you were holding on to the Most High with, gone. You're a zombie now. There is no God in you. You're just walking around looking for brains, looking for energy, because intelligence is energy. When you have intelligence over just knowledge and education, you know how to apply that shit in so many different ways and transmute this, transmute that. You know, that is your energy source, your intelligence. And if you refuse to use it or lose it. So if you constantly refuse to lose your intelligence, or you use it to use other people's energy, guess what? Your systems are going to be blocked off, and you're not going to know how to use your own energy. Or you will be depleted of that energy, because batteries drain themselves. So, you know, batteries don't know how to recharge themselves. They just know how to drain themselves. You don't have to have anything plugged up to it. It'll still drain itself. Because, you know, or it can be, especially if it's not connected to an actual power source, it's going to drain itself. An alternator or some sort of recharging source of some sort, it's going to drain itself. So our recharging source is the Most High, but their cord got snipped. So what do you think that leaves them? Energetically depleted, with no way to recharge, and they're sitting here running on fumes, trying to engage people in conflict, trying to engage them in low vibrational activities against the high vibrational, and trying to drag their energy down just so they can get a morsel of that high vibrational energy to keep them coasting just long enough to get to their next devious plot, to get more energy. You know, they see us as a lick, is basically what I'm saying. You know, we're abundant in everything we do. Lose a job, guess what? There's another one, a better one, a higher paying one, right around the corner. Not feeling fulfilled at your job, you might lose a job, but you get one that feels, it warms your soul. You know, that you might have to start off as a page, you know, which is like low level. You're learning all over again. You're learning something new all over again. That's my current situation. I'm a page, and as being a career chef, I know how to cook on my own, but a career chef on a page, I'm still learning how different things operate, different machines, this and that. So that's what I mean when I say page. That you're a rookie, basically. But yeah, but you're doing something to your heart's content, and that's the most important thing. Is like, if you live life just doing the things that you love, you will never have a true day. These people are miserable because they don't really like doing this shit. They don't really like having to see it. They don't even like us. Why would you enjoy watching somebody you don't even like, that you want to see removed from the senses? Like, you want them out of here. You want them gone. Like, if I don't like somebody, guess who's not paying attention to them? Me. Like, if I don't care about you, guess who fully commits to that, you know, to that thought? Keep that same energy. Like, I care, but I don't care. Like, you're still a human. I would still have compassion and things of that. I'd probably, you know, unless they did me that so wrong that I have no desire to be around them, period. Like, I wouldn't help them. Then okay, they definitely earn that. You know, and they can keep it. You know, they can keep all the energy, keep the same energy that they used to push me away, because I'm not helping them. And then they'll try to play on your heartstrings, emotional manipulation, this, that, and the third. Yeah. And it just, you know, same song and dance, you know, it's same shit, different toilet, basically. They'll try new ways to do the same bullshit, to drudge up the same emotions, same energy they got from you. Because that initial energy, when they keep doing it, is what, and that initial reaction that they got from you, that is the high. They're chasing the dragon constantly. That's the energy they're looking for. They're looking for that big output of energy, so that they can bind themselves to you and stay protected while they continue to do bullshit to other people and try to drag them down with them because of the bullshit they did to them. So not only that, they want to silence the people who they have wronged. So they go behind the scenes and spread more energy, more negative energy, toxic energy that's going to come back to them to keep them quiet. So, it's like you tell one lie, you got to keep telling them. My whole thing is, if I lie, it's because I felt I had to, and there was a point that would not have been seen, or something that would not have been exposed had I not done so. And there was a whole lot exposed in my situation, like a fucking lot. It was, and it's still being exposed, and I didn't even lie. I just didn't, I didn't speak on it. I just didn't say anything. There was no lie. I just kept my mouth shut, and I'm just waiting on my turn to speak, basically. So, no lie told. It was them running around spreading all these rumors and gossips. I admitted to really nothing except living my life the way I wanted to live it, or the best way I could, based on my scope of knowledge on what I had access to, or what basically, I explained that right. So, instead of expanding our knowledge on resources to rebuild themselves, heal themselves, they focus on resources to kill others, which inevitably kills themselves. So, I'll leave you with that. And I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, I could say kill, whichever. But yeah, it destroys themselves. So, I'll leave you with that. Thank you for walking with me today, and until next time.